Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was From the Future, and yeah guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, I would like to give shout out to one of my subscribers for suggesting me this idea. I apologized, I didn't take a screenshot of your name, so yeah, I don't remember it. And as for the tomorrow story, it will be a movie as well. And my master, don't worry, I have taken your suggestion into consideration about the Cupid one, and it's a love story, so yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow. And as for the series, I have already told you that I will be making them within this month. I have been trying to find some good fanfics, but unfortunately I couldn't find any. If there are any, it has been already been on the YouTube by anime king and so on, so I respect that. So I don't want to post the same thing again on my channel. So I took a different route and thought, why don't I write my own fanfics in my own mobile or cell phone so I can upload it on my channel. So it will take some time. I will write down a story and then I will put it out if I think it is good enough. So wait for a while, and other than that, if you haven't, then please do leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Story begins in Konoha, Gaara, October 10th in nighttime, as we go towards the said village outskirts to see a family who was dashing away from a masked person and the army of white people. They were the Zetsus, as they were being controlled by the said masked person who the family was running away from. Damn it, of all the days now, why did this happen? Said a blonde man, as he was Minato the Mikaze, and he was poisoned by a toxin that reduced his chakra to a Genin level shinobi. And same could be said for his wife, as she had already been exhausted by giving birth and was dealing with Kyubi trying to break from the seal because she was a Jinchuriki of Kyubi no Yoko, the strongest Biju out there, who was currently at the time trying to break the seal, who was weakened due to the female Jinchuriki giving birth. We have to get away, as he tried to call ambush, but none of them came, and those people who were there with them in the secret place that where this process was happening were killed, as the masked person was after them. Run as much as you want, Hokage, but you will not get away. I will have what I want, or otherwise I will make you suffer one way or another. As Minato reached near the gates alongside his family, open the gates and call all shinobis. We are being chased. And call for some medics as well, said Minato before almost heaving heavily, as the shinobi did as he was told and sounded the alarm, as many shinobis and was gathered there, and some of the medics arrived as well. They took care of Minato and Kushina's poison, as they looked out for children. As unknown to all of them, one of them had already been possessed by Zetsu. And unfortunately, the child that the medic held that was possessed by Zetsu was none other than Naruto. As we see many shinobis and Minato and Kushina now recovered, standing in front of the said masked person, and behind him was his Zetsu army. Now, would you hand over the Jinchuriki peacefully, or I have to use some other tactics? You are surrounded. Surrender, or you will suffer worse fate than that. I don't think so. I have a way out of here. You're right. You have no way out of here, said Kushina. The only way out of here is by your death. Really now? Then why don't I then die alongside him? As the masked person then brought out their child in front of their eyes. As their eyes went, Naruto, no! If you let me leave your child, you can have it. But if you don't, he will die. I will make you suffer, as I have told you. Now make your choice. Be good and hand over the Jinchuriki, and you can have your child back. As Kushina was about to walk away, no Kushina, you can't. But Naruto. As Minato was thinking many thoughts in his mind, suddenly the masked person was kicked behind his head as the child flew into the air. As one shinobi caught it, it was Jiraiya of the Sun who arrived. Whoa! Seems like I made it in the nick of time, huh, Kaki? Sensei, yes. Hurry, come here. As Jiraiya was about to walk away, many of the Zetsu grabbed him and tied him down by turning themselves into the trees, as now Jiraiya was being held in one place. Damn it! As the masked person got up laughing, See, I told you. I will make you suffer. Now you have made your choice. As then, the said shinobi flipped the child into the air as a portal opened behind him, as he made 8 hand seals that nobody saw. Interdimensional portal. Come away! As the child was warped out of the reality, as everyone's eyes widened, as the masked person laughed before warping away as well, alongside his army. Now, you will never find your child again. And I will get a want, one way or another. As the masked person was gone and Jiraiya was released. Damn it! I could have saved him if I got into Sage mode, but I couldn't. As if my chakra was blocked. It's alright, Sensei. As Kushina was on the ground crying, and so were the other 2 kids, as if a part of them was missing. As we go towards baby Naruto, who arrived in an alleyway through that portal. As one injured man who was there looked at the child. Who could have left a child out in such cold night? Crazy bastards. I should take him in. I can't leave a child alone. As the said man picked up the kid and left. He was Lloyd Forger and quote-unquote named as Twilight in the spy network world. He was quite a formidable spy and a hyperly advanced being who was capable of doing all sorts of martial arts and many things. As he brought it into their organization, the MIA, washed over the world. The year was 2040. As he brought it in the facility where his daughter, Anya Forger, who was also adopted, worked and was the head of it. Dad, are you okay? And who's this? I found him in the alleyway, and I thought I couldn't just leave him out there in the cold. As Anya, being an Esper, started to read his mind and couldn't find anything. He's just born, Dad. We have to take care of him. And that is what they did. Time skip. 8 years later, we see the Forger family sitting there. The father being none other than Lloyd Forger, mother being Yod Forger, and daughter being Anya Forger. And the newest addition of the family was none other than Nathan Forger, their son. As the family was happy of 4. As when Naruto turned 5, it was discovered by Anya that Naruto has some sort of energy circulating around him and he could use that to control elements. And from then on, within their facility, they tested it in a safe environment. And Naruto was quite surprised when he found out that his father was a spy and his mother was an assassin. So he was being trained by them and also genetically enhanced by Anya so that her brother couldn't get hurt no matter how hard anyone tried. She injected so much serums and antidotes into his body, which made him immune to any sort of poison, no matter how lethal it was. His skin much more harder than any steel, that even if a tank hit him face first, or even a blast of tank hit him, nothing would happen. He could even survive a nuclear attack. Other than that, he will never get hurt. As for his bone structure, it was injected with adamantium through his bone marrow, making his bones hard as a steel. It was mixed with somewhat vibranium as well. Overall, Naruto was being turned into a super spy, genetically enhanced as well. The year was 2048 at the time, and Naruto was already a strong spy in their own right, a kid spy, as he would have gone through other nations and secretly retrieved all the information and data that was needed and executed those who were needed to be killed, alongside his mother in the assassin missions. As for his sisters, he was her pretty test subject, but overall, other than that, the family loved him and he loved his family. As more time passed and Naruto reached at the age of 15, he was wearing a black jacket and a white underneath shirt with black pants and black boots as he walked in. As he saw his father, who was grown old, standing there. "Hey Nathan, it seems that you're here as well." "Yes, Dad. I was on a mission back in Dubai when she called me here." "What was the reason?" "She said that she has something to show us," said your Forger. "Hey Kachan, guess you're here as well." "Yes." As then Anya came out like a mad scientist. Chichi. Haha. Ototo. See this? This is my newest creation. To find the origin of one past, Anya. How did you create this? I made it from my imagination. I can control it only, no one else can, because of my Esper and my powers are that of reading mind. It will enhance it so I can locate where you originated from. What do you mean? Anya said, I think Nathan is from not this world. Wait, what? Nay-san, have you been taking any coffee or caffeine lately in a large quantities? No! I mean, yes, I am, but that's not the case here. You see what I mean? You being able to manipulate elements and that energy that is circulating through your veins as we speak. And that super strength and everything that you have. Even before the serums that were injected into you. I was quite interested in it and wanted to find out about your origins. That is why I made this machine, Ototo. It won't hurt you. I see. So, are you up for it? As I thought, I am your guinea pig, aren't I, Nei-san? You know me too well. As Naruto stood before the machine as Anya went on the other side. Ready? As a portal warped behind Naruto and he was warped into it. As the portal closed. Anya, where did Nathan go? Said Lloyd. He was scared for his son because he just vanished. He went back to his world. What? Call him back this instant, young lady, said Yor. I can't? What do you mean by that? I didn't get the coordinates, okay? It will take some time for me to get the coordinates right again. Until then we have to try. You better. As the family was quite now sad that their son was gone, but they knew for sure that he will be able to survive because Lloyd and Yor trained him in the most harshest way out there ever possible for a human body to survive. And Anya, being a mad scientist she was, made him the most unkillable being out there as well. As Naruto's eyes opened in a forest. Huh? Where am I now? As his eyes glowed a blue hue scan, as his eyes scanned through the whole forest. They're all some deadly beings. And what is this? Huge centipedes. And I feel at home. Why? As if I'm connected here. As suddenly he was surrounded by many Anbus. Surrender, or we will have to force you. Who are you? And where is this place? You have come to our village. If you come peacefully, you will get it. If you don't, we have to use force. I don't have a choice. I guess I have to follow them. Okay. Can I talk to your village leader? I don't know where I am. Just what I needed. Thanks, Nei-san. Sending me to a new world where many people wear... What? A shinobi gear? An armor type? And what are those, tantos? It looks like old Japan. I guess I'll find out something interesting here. As Naruto was led into Konoha Gakure. Konoha Gakure no Sato. As he was now after half hour of travel in the Hokage office. The travel here was quite a journey itself, as wherever he went, the women looked at him as if he was a piece of meat. And his clothes were quite stylish and even caught the eye of one Ino Yamanaka, as she was looking at him and drooling literally, as her teammates, who also returned from a mission, said to her, Oi, Ino, stop doing that. That's quite creepy. Shut up, Shika. I just found myself a man, she said, looking dreamily at Naruto, as Naruto then just waved at her and went away. End of the flashback, as we see him standing in the council chambers, as Minato was quite shocked when he saw him. He still had those 3 whisker marks on each cheek, and he was a carbon copy of himself. As he then called for Kushina and both of his son and daughter, Menma and Mito, as both of them were Chunins now, as Naruto was standing in front of them, as they could feel a connection to him, as Naruto felt a connection to them. Wow, I didn't know I had a carbon copy here, Naruto said. Oh, sorry, as he then converted his translator into Japanese and said, I apologize, I didn't know that I was speaking in my own language. Who are you? My name is Nathan Forger. And how did you get here, Nathan? Said Minato. How do I explain this? I guess I am not from here. You see, my sister, Anya Forger, is an Esper. She can read people's minds. She have that ability. So she created a machine to find out why or how did I end up in that alleyway, and how did I have these powers? What powers? Able to manipulate elements, and not only that, this energy that flows through me. As the Hokage nodded and looked towards Hiyashi and nodded. Has Hiyashi activated his Byakugan? As Naruto was surprised. Whoa. As Hiyashi nodded back. It is chakra. Well, it looks like, Nathan, you are from here, but where were you before? Well, Nathan began to explain that how his father found him in an alleyway in New York City, as he told his life story from then on. So let me get this straight. You are a spy whose only job is to go to different nations to seal their secrets and all the projects, as well as in an assassin whose job is to hunt down those who are criminals and corrupted men and execute them. Well, pretty much. And other than that, you're a super soldier that cannot be killed no matter how hard you try. Yes. Do you mind if I put the theory to test? Okay. As Minato threw his three-pronged kunai at Naruto. Naruto saw his eyes activate and the kunai was slowed down, and he moved in high speeds as if the sound barrier was almost breaking on his feet and caught the kunai with just 2 fingers, as everyone was shocked. Quite an interesting weapon, he said, flipping it in between his fingers. I never would have thought that I would see a kunai again, and this is quite a special one. Yes, it is a tri-pronged kunai, Minato said, arriving in front of him. How did you do that? Seals. As Naruto then said, cool. So, if I'm from here, and I look like you, does that make me your... wait a minute, let me conduct a test. Computer. As in front of everyone, one of Nathan's eyes glowed. Conduct a test, a blood test. As he took the kunai and pricked his finger. Why don't you do the same and put your finger that is bleeding over mine? I'll conduct the test here. Okay. As it was done, it came at 99% accurate. Wait, this can't be right. Would you mind doing a test in your own ways? A blood test between us. As Minato, after many years of disappointment, finally got a hope that he will be able to find his son that was lost at his birth. And so did Kushina and both of them, but they were silent because they were many times disappointed and lost hope because they searched over and over and over again, but they couldn't find him, no matter how hard they tried. It will be done. As after taking some blood samples and giving it to Dr. Minato then said, my son and daughter will be in charge of you and show you around the village until then, Nathan. Okay. As Nathan bowed to everyone before leaving. As he then looked towards council, what do you think? He said he is a spy and an assassin. He told us who he was. He could have lied to us, said Hiyashi, and I didn't sense any lie from him, said Fugaku. Yes, his body movements was telling that he was telling the truth, but he is a spy and a secret agent, so it might be that I couldn't catch it, said Morino Ibiki, who was a specialist in that as well. Danzo, on the other hand, was quite intrigued by the technology of the said land, to be able to send and find one's origins. Not only that, an Esper who can read people's mind, a super soldier. He was thinking of having an army of that. He needs to find a way to this world. But he knew he couldn't. He just had to find a portal, a way or a path to get to that place. As for Naruto or Nathan, I'm just gonna call him Naruto now. As for Naruto, he was walking with Mito and Menma in the village, as every lady was looking towards him and blushing. Why are they acting like that? Naruto asked. As Menma chuckled, oh, you poor soul. They were eyeing you because you have caught their eye, their attention. Really? Yes. Unfortunately, there are some quote-unquote gold diggers here. Huh, I guess they are even here as well. What do you mean? Well, I found one in my own missions. When it was about to seduce one lady who was rich and whose father was a corrupted politician and needs to be put out. So I had to act as if we were in love to get close to him. As for then her sister was a gold digger who wanted to get into my pants. It was quite hard and quite distracting as well. Okay, said Menma as there was an awkward silence. How about we go and get some ramen? Mito said. Ramen, huh? I haven't had it for a long time. I guess we can do. As they went into the ramen stand. Hello. Naruto greeted them all. As Menma and Mito sat down, as Naruto sat down in the center of them. As Denichi walked out. Hey Menma, hey Mito, what can I get you? 2 miso ramens, please, said Menma. 2 chicken ramens. Can I have a beef bowl ramen? Nice going there, kid. Never have I ever thought that one might come and call for beef bowl ramen. Thanks, as Naruto then ate it. This is some good stuff. You're a great chef. If you were in where I came from, you might have a Michelin star or 2. What's that? It's an award awarded by a federation of the cooks. To only those restaurants who have the most hygienic and the most delicious delicacies all over the world. Really now? And what's so special about getting the star? You can charge as much as you want. I have eaten a lamb in one of the restaurants who have this, and he charged me $25,000, and it converts into 800 million ryu, as Denichi's eyes showed yen in them. That is awesome. Where can I get one? Unfortunately, I don't think that it is here. You must start that organization by yourself then. Good idea, kid. As after having a chat with them, they went to meet Menma and Mito's friends. As in Training Ground 7, all of them came. Menma and Mito's other teammate Sasuke, and Team Kurenai, Team Asuma, Team Guy. They were all here, Rookie 12. As they were seated as Menma and Mito were about to walk in. Why have they called us here? They could have just let us be. We are tired, said Shikamaru. It must be something important, Shika. Just wait for a bit, said Ino, as she was friend with Mito and a rival in love with Sasuke, but she gave up as Sasuke had feelings for Mito. And Hinata was in love with Menma. As they walked inside, almost Tenten and every other girl, and even Ino, blushed and had a nosebleed. The guy walking next to them. Who's this hunk of a man? Said Ino, as she was eyeing him. Well, Tenten's boyfriend Neji frowned at this. Tenten, get a hold of yourself. Sorry, he was quite distracting. As Naruto chuckled, sorry about that. I didn't mean to put that kind of impression on you, Mademoiselle, Naruto said, as he kissed her hand. As Tenten immediately blushed. As Neji then said, what is the meaning of this? He was getting angry. I apologized. My good sir, it's a greeting in France. It was a city that I visited. It is known as the City of Love. And that is how everyone greets each other there. I hope you don't mind. If it is a greeting, then it is quite vile, in my opinion, said Neji. Come on, Neji, stop it. He's not from this world. What do you expect from him? Menma blurted this out as Mito face palmed and slapped him on the back of the neck, as Naruto was quite surprised by this. So, what is your name? As everyone was quite shocked, as Kiba was the only one who got his head straight and asked, or either he was quite foolish and didn't get the whole picture. Nathan Forger. That's my name. He can be Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, our brother. You mean your long-lost brother that is thought to be dead? Said Ino. Mama likes what she sees, and she's going to keep it. Oh, what a drag. Great, said Kiba, as everyone else started growling. What? You know, I don't think that it is quite nice that you go after him, said Hinata. And why is that? You want to go after him, Yuka princess? No. No. I have someone I like, as Menma blushed and looked away. And she did as well. As Ino smirked. Thought so. So, he's open. But you didn't have asked him yet, said Tenten. Hey, Nathan, are you available in the market or something like that? You mean I have a girlfriend or something? Yes. No, I don't. See? So, are you looking for one? I don't know. You are quite beautiful, mademoiselle, but I don't know that for sure for now. We can try this out if you want, Naruto said, as blushed at the compliments and agreed. Totally, you're totally my type. As on the other side in the laboratory, Anya was working non-stop, drinking many coffees and green teas to get herself up again and again to get her brother. As Anya was quite surprised when she felt a hand on her back as she almost died from shock. Gigi, really? You scared the hell out of me. Wash your mouth, young lady, said Yor. Have you found a way to get to Nathan yet? Nope, I didn't. Anya, why did you make this machine again? And what got you so curious about Nathan that you have to set him away in God knows what place? Poor baby. Who knows where he is now? He's fine, Yor, but I'm just pissed that she didn't know what she was doing. You know about our family rules. You leave what you can't figure out. Or test it before you do any human test. I know, Gigi. I just forgot, said Anya as she got back to work. I'll work out something and I'll get Ototo back in no time. As she was secretly working on a watch as well for Nathan if he ever wants to stay there or if he ever got where he truly belongs. As she was working on that, we go back to Naruto. As he was now in an arena pitted against each and every one of the Chunins there, the Konoha Konoha 12, as their senses were watching in the stands over the Hokage. It has come out that Nathan was indeed Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze, their son, and they were quite surprised to find out about this. They did the test again and again to confirm it, and it came as the same over and over and over again. And Naruto was quite happy to find out about his birth family and that how they loved him, and it was a masked person. Naruto, being a spy, got curious and was quite interested in the case, as he said that he would like to take up the case. And Hokage was quite surprised by this and said that in their line of work it's called a mission, and Naruto said the same thing, and they agreed. So Naruto's new mission was to research upon this masked person. So what did he do? He set out his drone spies, which were small as bees, throughout the whole elemental nations. And they were also working on drawing a map for him, as well as finding out about this masked person and what was he after, alongside these white people. As we go towards the arena. So Naruto, are you up for something? Yeah, I need to stretch. Naruto took off his jacket, and now he was in only white shirt, t-shirt, as his muscles were somewhat visible. As Naruto got into a stance that was quite uneven. Are you sure you're taking me seriously? Come at me. As Kiba was the first one to charge, with fang over fang, and Naruto did something that quite shocked them. He just put pressure on one nerve, knocking Kiba and Akamaru out. What? Single hit KO? He just pressed nerves around their neck and shoulder to knock them out, cutting their oxygen supply just for a second to knock them unconscious. That is quite terrifying technique. As then one by one each and everyone came and Naruto was pitted against them. And the end result was the same. Even his own brother and sister but no power to him, as Neji was the only one left. As he said to Naruto getting close to him, "You're now in my field of vision. You talk too much." As Naruto kicked him in the chest. As Neji then said, "Kaiten, it is the ultimate Kyuga defense." As Naruto then said, "Found it." As he then launched a Senbon that he got, because he also got a holster and weapons in them. And it landed in Neji's chest, making him paralyzed as a whole as he fell to the ground. See? Your defense is not that much of a defense. I found a flaw in it. I'll help you correct it later, Neji, as he took out the Senbon as Neji could move now. But how? As the Yuga head was quite surprised by this, and so was Hinata. To be able to stop Kaiten midway, that was quite surprising. And the Senbon, they all saw that it went straight through the Kaiten and into Neji's chest as well. As this was going on, Naruto's bee found something in Amegakure, as after making a whole map and returning back, Naruto had a full 3D digital map, as he was now in Konoha's council chamber, So, what else you can do, Naruto? I guess I am quite unkillable, and other than that, I just made a map. As he flicked his wrist, as a hologram projector awakened, and in front of them was a whole map of the whole elemental nation. As he zoomed in on Konoha, as it had every street, every shop, and everything that was there. Wow, this is quite impressive. Yeah, I can zoom in and zoom out. Wanna see Hokage Tower? As Naruto zoomed in, I showed them the inside of the council chambers. This is quite surprising. We can locate each and everything from this. Yeah, and I have found something interesting. There is a cult or a group that is here in Amigakure, located here, and it has the same description as you gave me. Black cloaks with red clouds on them. Naruto said, as one person was also there who got in the picture, Itachi Uchiha, who tried to kill a clan and almost wiped out half of the clan before leaving. Those who were planning the coup at least. His father wasn't involved in this one. They went behind his back as well. And he was marked as a traitor and a criminal. As everyone was quite shocked by this. This is where Itachi is. Can you locate Orochimaru as well, said Danzo, as Naruto zoomed in on Orochimaru, as he was also there, experimenting. Same sick bastard. I found something in the depths of Konoha's council chamber as well, as Naruto zoomed in to see Danzo sitting there with many drones of his, in kneeling position. You're rude, Danzo. You have anything to say about this? Nothing. I have nothing to say to nobody. Thought so. You better keep your watch up, Danzo, because one of these days I might get you killed for treason, said Minato, because he was enraged. But he found out. As after the meeting ended, Naruto returned to his home, his official home, his clan house, with his older siblings. As Naruto was sitting there, he washed up and now was in a short and a t-shirt which was black. As he was walking in them, those clothes look quite comfortable. Yeah, they are. And the products are quite good, and the material is as well. Well, yeah, they are. But how? Well, I told you my sister is a mad genius, and she installed quite chips in me. And this is a storage chip in which I can store clothes and all the supplies I need for almost 1 year. I still have reserves, but won't they go bad? No. They will expire after 100 years. Whoa, that's quite a long time. So I have quite a bit of rations on my hand. I see. As then Naruto's family was about to cook ramen again. Whoa, stop there. I know it is quite good, but you can't always that, but why? It is a tradition in our family to eat only ramen for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. You mean you eat this every day, every year, and 3 times? Yes? Just sit back and let me cook. As Naruto made sun-side eggs, 2 for each, and after that baked some sausages until they were brown, and some bacon. And after that, he toasted some bread with butter, and some beans as well, and some mushrooms that he found. Okay, order up, enjoy. And he also made some nuggets and as well as some strips. What is this? This chicken is so crispy. Yep, this is a dish that I enjoy making for my family. I hope you all enjoy. My real family. Naruto said with a smile. As this was going on, we go towards Amigakure. Someone has infiltrated. How can this be possible? Are you sure about this, Itachi? Said Nagato, who was the leader and known as Pain now. He had the Rinnegan, making him the strongest out of all of them. It could be possible that it was your dream or hallucination, Uchiha. Maybe you were caught in a genjutsu by looking yourself in the mirror. Your genjutsu is a trash for an art, said Deidara. Deidara, stop. Maybe he is onto something. Itachi, please continue, said Sasori, respecting the said man, as Itachi nodded. Well, as I said, I was resting in my room, but I found something strange, as if something was watching me. I opened my eyes and Sharingan to see a bee that was made out of metal, and it was looking at everywhere, as if it was looking for something. And after doing so, it left. And I don't know where it went. after that. Great, you don't know where it went, then why are you telling us this now? Said Hidan. Hidan, stop it. Itachi continued. I have my suspicion that was a spy, maybe from our Rame clan of Konoha, but they don't have any metal beasts there, do they? Said Kakazu. Yes, Kakazu-san, they don't. They only have Kikachus, and they are all original bugs. Living bugs. They don't have these metal bugs. Whatever they are quite suspicious, and you are to keep aware every time of them. If you find them, crush them. Anything, anyhow possible. Hi. And we have to keep alert, and if possible, keep our defenses up as well. As this was going on, we go towards Naruto and his team after 1 month, as Naruto was enjoying his life for 1 month with his siblings, as they all have taken time off, and he was even going on dates with Ino. He could still remember the last date Ino and he went on. They went on to watch a movie that was quite interesting in his point of view, and after that they went to eat Naruto's cooking, and Ino was quite surprised that Naruto cooked for her, and even gone as far as to make this the most romantic day that Ino went on, making her feel so special that she had fallen officially in love with him. And Naruto saw this and was quite pleased by his looks and by his charm and his characteristics and how he made the date work, as he dropped the girl off at his clan compound at the same time that his father requested her to be. As after he dropped her off and she kissed him on the cheek in front of her father, Naruto was quite surprised by this, as Inuchi then said, "You poor soul, you don't know what you got yourself into, but if you break her heart, I'm gonna break your bones. You can try, but not like I'm gonna do that. She's a nice girl, and I think I'm gonna get serious for once in a while. Mom always said that I have to settle down now." Really? Yeah. So are you planning to marry her? Yes, obviously. When? Maybe in 2 or 3 years, after, it is official that we are dating each other. After 1 year, I'm going to propose to her. I hope that you don't mind. Not at all, young man. Not at all. But, as I warned you, yes, you'll break my bones if I break her heart. Good. You catch on pretty quickly, kid. Yes. Goodbye, Inoichi-san. So after that, Naruto left back to his home and rested there. And he was being bothered by his brother and sister about the date, how it went with Ino, and Naruto wasn't telling them and giving them any scoop, even though they wanted it pretty bad. As on the other side, we go towards the other dimension, where Anya was laughing mainly. Finally! Success! I was able to do what any other couldn't. I was able to create interdimensional traveling tech, and not only that, able to shrink it down to a size of a watch. Anya Forger, you really are a genius. Anya, are you sure you are alright? You have taken almost 300 cups of coffee for the past 2 or 3 months. So what? You haven't returned home. So what? She said as she had bags under her eyes. You should need to rest, but I want to find Ototo. As your was getting annoyed and knocked her out by pushing the same point on between the neck and shoulder that Naruto pushed on Kiba, and knocked her unconscious as she was resting now. As Lloyd was quite surprised by this. Really? Yes, she was getting on my nerves. Touché. So what do you think? Will Naruto return to us after, this whole ordeal, if he really has found where he belongs? I don't think so. But it is up to him. He's a good kid, has a good head on his shoulder, said Lloyd to his wife after she questioned him. And from the looks of it, if he has really found his happiness, then we should be happy, shouldn't we, as his parents? Yes, but I want him to be happy here. And from the looks of it, Anya has found a way for us to make sure that it is possible. Good, said Yor as they all returned home after having a kiss, and unconscious Anya on Lloyd's shoulder as she was drooling. As we go back to Naruto, as Jiraiya has returned, at the news that Naruto has been found, as he returned to see Naruto, he said, so this is the Gaki that went missing. Who's this? This is your godfather, Jiraiya the Sanin, the one who trained both of your siblings. Until Mito took after Sanade-sama. Oh, you mean the medical head? Yes. She's a nice lady. Really? Yeah, she's nice. She doesn't treat me like, she does to other patients. She's quite nice in my opinion. Yeah, you're not a pervert, that's why. And you compliment her every now and then. What? What do you mean by that, brother? What I meant, you compliment everyone and they almost fell in love with you. Really? Is that true, mother? I don't know. Try it, said Kushina, getting quite curious. Well, I really like your red hair, and your violet eyes are like rubies that are so precious that it should be kept into a museum, away from everyone's sight. As she started to blush and said, "Whoa, wait, that's enough. Now I know why Menma was getting critical with you, because you have been complimenting way too much to everyone. Isn't your girlfriend getting jealous about this? No, she's happy. Whenever she gets mad or pouts, I tell her that how cute she is, and she's happy." Now, Jiraiya, Minato, and Menma were taking notes about this in their mind because they knew now the tricks to get to a woman's heart, and the demonstration was in front of them. As after that, Ananbu came by. Hokage-sama, an elegant from Suna has arrived. It is Temari, and she said that she needs help. Her brother has been kidnapped. One of the shinobis came to her when she was staying in Konoha and told her about this. Her brother, the Jinchuriki of the One Tail, and Kazekage has been kidnapped by the Akatsuki. Damn it! I see. So they are the organization name that had the black cloaks with red clouds, right? That are after the Bijus. And if my guess is correct, they are after all 9 of them. Isn't that right? Yes. How do you know? Why would they go after One Tails? He's the weakest out of all of them, and they couldn't possibly accomplish anything with him if everyone else has a stronger Biju than them. That is correct. But what would they do with 9-tailed Bijus? Unless there is a bigger mystery to be solved in. And from the looks of it, they are connected to that masked person because, as you said, he wanted the 9 tails first. Isn't it right? Yes, it is. Everything is making sense, and at the same time isn't. I have to get to the bottom of this. Whoa, calm down, kid. Quite a monologue there, but we will take care of it. You're new, and you don't have any chakra. I mean you have, but you don't have at the same level as us. I'm a Sanin, your father is a Hokage, and your brother and sister are at least as Jonin level, and your mother is also an Anbu level shinobi. You should stay here, Naruto. Otherwise you will get in the way and might get hurt. I'm a spy. You don't worry about me. I will take care of myself. But how can you keep up with us, kid? Said Jiraiya. He wanted to make a point to Naruto that he wasn't strong enough as he was in this world. I have my ways. Really now. Well, we'll see about that when the time comes. Yep, you will. As after that, we see all of the Suna shinobis that were about to go there, mainly Kakashi's team and Naruto alongside them, and Temari as well, going there as they were about to run. Wait, why are you running? What do you mean? We're glad they're fostered like this. Really now? Okay, as you wish. As Naruto then got a capsule out of his storage chamber that was located in his arm and flipped it upside down in the air as a huge metal jet-like thing landed there. It was a jet F-22 as Naruto sat on it as it howled as everyone put hands on their ears. Why is it so loud? It's the way it travels as Naruto started to fly in the air with the thrusters beneath them as it was in the air as Naruto put the thruster in the back as the big huge thruster let out huge flames as Naruto was gone in a sonic boom. As everyone's eyes widened. Does he know where is it going? Yes, he has a map of the whole elemental nation. Let's see, Sunagakure. Here, as Naruto flew his black jet there. Okay, initiate the Mirage Shield so no one can see. And silencing mode activate as the sound suddenly vanished, and so did the jet in front of Kakashi's Sharingan and Sasuke's. That is quite a nice piece of technology, and it didn't go unnoticed by many of the shinobis and the civilians. What was that? It was like A wild beast was roaring. It was such a loud, piercing roar that it even made Kyubi look like a crying baby in front of it. As Menman Mito now had the yin and yang side of the Kyubi because their mother was weak and at the same time the seal had broken, which caused destruction in the village, and Minato was able to subdue it with the help of Hiruzen, who sacrificed his life while sealing the half enough Kyubi inside both of them with Hakai Fuyin. As we see Naruto above the said village, as he saw the Akatsuki were located, launching missiles in 3, 2, 1. As a missile was launched, as Sasori suddenly got high alert and so did Deidara, but it was already too late. They were blasted as the clay bird was carrying Gaara. As they were on the ground, wounded badly as Naruto landed there, as his jet was still hovering in the air. So, what do we have here? 2 Akatsuki members. Can you tell me about a masked person that you have? Yeah, over our dead body. Who are you? Said Sasori, as Deidara was enraged that his explosion was much greater than his, which made his art feel inferior to this person's, and he wasn't going to have any of it. I see. So that's how it's going to play, huh? Either you tell me or I torture you. Naruto brought out a drill and drilled the said drill into the kneecap of Sasori as the Sasori howled in pain because his Hurricane puppet was broken easily and it went straight through his kneecap. So tell me now, or otherwise you feel more pain. You can make us talk, said Deidara as Naruto drilled the said another drill into his teeth, straight through his nose. Now, don't speak. So, he said, leaving the drill in Deidara's mouth, sewing it shut with it, because Deidara was feeling so much pain he couldn't do anything, and he was wounded badly. Tell me about a masked person there. Have you seen anyone there with a mask? Yes, it is, said Sasori, as he was crying, as Deidara was quite shocked by this. His name is Toby. Good boy. Now, tell me, is Akatsuki in Amegakure? As both of their eyes widened. How do you know? Good to know. As Naruto put something in their mouths and taped it with duct tape. And he walked away and pressed a button as both of their heads exploded. As he then walked towards Gaara, who was now laying on the ground unconscious. Well, gotta put him back in Suna. As Naruto got back into his jet, tying Gaara back on the passenger seat as he flew back. As he landed at the outskirts of Sunagakure, the jet became visible to everyone as they became alert and shinobis circled around it. So did Anbus as Naruto got out of it and with unconscious Gaara. Don't worry, I'm a friendly from Konoha. Here's your shinobi that got kidnapped by them. And don't worry about both of them, they're out of the picture. I blew their brains out, Naruto said, as everyone was quite shocked by this. And after taking Gaara in, one of the shinobi said, what about Kankuro-sama? He has only 1 day to live. Who's this Kankuro? He's Gaara-sama's brother, the one you saved. What about it? I think I might be able to help him. Where is he? It's an unbeatable poison, the poison we have never seen. I'm immune to every one of it. Lead the way, Naruto said. As he arrived there, I see. A toxin that affects lungs and the windpipe. As Naruto took out a small bottle, it had a golden liquid into it and fitted it to Kankuro. As Kankuro sat up straight within 10 seconds as the doctors had their jaws dropped and their eyes about to pop out of their skulls. How is this possible? What did you do to him? I just fitted him the medicine. That is not from this and from 2058. What? Where are you from? Who even are you? As I said, I'm from Konoha. Name's Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze. At the set time, Gaara came. So you're Menma's brother, huh? Do you know my brother? Yes, he's my first friend. Well, I guess you're my brother's friend, and that makes you my friend as well. I see. I accept your friendship, Naruto. My name is Gaara no Sabuko. I am the leader of this village, and I thank you for saving me and my brother. Gaara said with a bow. You don't need to do that, Naruto said, rubbing the back of his head and chuckling. You really are his brother. Even though you have different hair colors and eyes, you're still the same. as at the same time Temari and the Konoha team arrived. Naruto, you're here. Kankuro, Gaara, oh my god, you're fine, thank god. As Temari hugged both of them, as Menma then walked out. What the hell? How did you come here? And where are the Akatsuki? Oh, they're kind of disposed of. Don't tell me. Yep, I did. But we needed them for... I already have a map and their location, and confirmed it from them. And I found out that masked person is still there. His name is Toby, and he's a sociopath. And he acts like a childish maniac. Maybe it's a fake kid, in my opinion, because the description matches, but the personality is quite different from the one who attacked when we were born, from this masked person. True. What a deep analysis, that Kakashi. He really is a spy, I guess. We have to get back to Konoha. Do you mind if we travel with you? You came here with how long does it take to travel here? 25 minutes, why? We got here in 3 hours. Really? That long? Huh. Who knew? Okay, I'll take you back. As Naruto went towards his jet after saying goodbye to Gaara and everyone, as Naruto was in the driving seat, as they got quite squinted there into the passenger seat, as Sasuke was silent as he was fascinated by this. Mirage mode activate. Silence mode activate. Confirmed. Who talked? Oh, this is the AI, artificial intelligence, that is integrated into it. As suddenly, his radio got something on, as Anya's picture came with his parents. Ototo, where are you? Anya Nesan. I'm fine. I'm really there where I belong to. I found even my real family, my blood family there. Naruto, said his mother. Hey mom, sorry for the inconvenience and, making you feel worried, but I'm fine. Don't worry, son, we have gotten your coordinates. We will be there to meet you. No. Just track my jet, and where I land next will be my original and official coordinates. Okay, we'll hold on. As 25 minutes later, Naruto landed and closed his jet, and suddenly a portal warped in front of everyone as 3 persons walked inside. A girl with green eyes and pink hair with 2 horns on her head, and a blonde man, as well as a black-haired, red-eyed lady, similar to that of Kurenai. As everyone was quite surprised by this. As Anbu surrounded us, Naruto said, Whoa, calm down. They are my adoptive family. They're the one who raised me. As Minato then bowed, thank you for raising our son. As Yordan said, how is he your son? We have done blood tests, and so did Naruto over here. Naruto? Who knew my daughter was a fish cake? It's Maelstrom, Nesan. Well, I guess you're Naruto now, Nathan. Well, yeah, I guess so. But you're Nathan to us. I hope you don't mind. Nathan, Naruto, same thing. I don't mind. I'm just happy that I have 2 families. Naruto said with a chuckle as both of them smiled. Hey Ototo, here, catch. It's an interdimensional travel object. You can travel through it, as it was integrated into Naruto's skin immediately. Only you can wear it, and it will unlock only with your fingerprint. It's waterproof, don't worry, and it's also unbreakable, made out of vibranium. Really now? Yes. As Anya then looked towards a dog person and said, Wow, you really are a sick bastard, aren't you? What do you mean by that? I can hear thoughts. I can read people's mind. And that person over there, the one that is bandaged, is looking for a way to get into our world, to get a hand of his technology. He wants to take over the whole world, in my opinion. As everyone's jaws dropped, and so did Danzo's. Curse. Yeah, you can curse all you want. I can read minds, you dumb shit. I know what you are thinking. As Danzo was about to escape when Anya launched a taser that tased Danzo so much that he started to dance in Rickroll way before passing out there and then. The smoke started to erupt. What did you do to him? Oh, nothing. It's a thing I made for perverts. It's a taser. Just 2 darts into the body and 100,000 volts of electricity passes through your veins for 10 seconds. And same result has occurred. As almost every woman gained a gleeful look. Can we have one of those? Because there are a lot of perverts here, as Jiraiya gulped, visibly please, Kami, no, please, Kami, no, please, please, please. Yeah, I can send through not Nathan here when he travels back. Really, he can? And can he take someone else? He can, but only 5% at a time. Any more than that, I don't know where you might end up with, or if you might dematerialize within the multiverse and the interdimensional travel. What is interdimensional? Minato said. He was quite intrigued by this. I can move through space and time. It is the same thing, but you move through only one dimension, space-time. While in intradimensional, you move through a different reality altogether. Just like ours, we don't have any chakra, but we have weapons and many explosives that are more deadly. We even have a bomb that is so small that it is easily able to fit in one hand, and it can destroy a whole village. And leaving it nothing, and no one can go there anymore. It has so much power even after its destruction. Really, yes. Anya, you're spilling the secrets of our nation. Dad, you worry too much. I am the president of the nation, so I obviously will be worried. Nay, Lord son, calm down. Don't worry about this. So, what are you going to do now, Nathan? Are you going to come or are you going to stay? I guess I might stay as well for a year. For a change of, ways and nature. Because, to be honest, I was getting tired of technology and all stuff. Really? Hey, Naruto, can we go and visit your world? You can, but not now. I'm quite busy, I have to take that masked person down. You mean you were able to find who was the one who put you there? Yes. As Naruto began to tell the story from their parents' perspective to them, as there were many eyewitnesses, and Nathan and Lloyd and Yor were quite surprised over finding this out. Oh my god. If I find that person, I'm going to crush his bones, and there's nothing you can do about it, said Yor, and so did Kushina. I guess we'll get along well, sister. Yes, we will. And Anya was talking to Mito now, as Menma was talking alongside Minato with Lloyd. As Naruto was left alone. Wow, so much for family. They're talking to each other while I'm here all alone. As Ino came. So, what do you say, pretty boy? Why don't we go and have our date? As Anya then said, date? Huh, who knew my little brother has a date? And with a pretty girl. You go, brother. And if you break my brother's heart, I'm going to hunt you down. And I'm going to make you my guinea pig. Mark my words, girl. He cries, you die, said Anya, and Yor said the same word, as now Ino was turning pale. And Kushina gave her the warning as well, as she lashed onto Naruto and both of them got away. While the family talked. On the other side in Amegakure, what? Deidara and Sasori are dead? Their brains has been exploded and put into splatters, as if something has exploded from within them? Yes, that is what I saw, Pain-sama, said Zetsu, the original one. This is quite surprising news. What a great loss. Either way, we will continue on. We got the Ichibi later on. Go for Matatabe, the Two Tails, in Kumo. It said that they will be leaving shortly for Kumo for a mission, per Zetsu's news. So, Hidan, Kakazu, you two are immortal since you will be going after them. As Naruto picked up a signal, Akatsuki members, they are moving again. How do you know about this? Said Menma. I put a tracker out there on everywhere. I even launched a satellite in the atmosphere up above there, so I can keep an eye on them whenever they move. And they are moving towards this Kumo Gakure. They are making way towards Two Tails. Kumo has two Jinchurikis, Two Tails and Eight Tails. And one of them is a girl named Uchitoni who holds Matatabe, the Nekomata, Two Tails cat, and the other one is an Octobull named Gyuki. And his Jinchuriki is Raikage's brother, Killer Bee. I guess I have to go there then. Oi, Ototo, I made a suit from the movie you like so much, Iron Man. It's different, as Naruto saw that nanotechnology covered over him. He still wore the black jacket, white shirt, and black pants with black boots, as it was quite silver to that of Ultron, and his eyes were blue. As Naruto flew in the air and dashed there in hypersonic speed. As Naruto arrived there within 5 minutes to see Matatabe being engaged with the two captors as they were able to capture and subdue the Biju. But before they could do anything, in front of the Hidan, Kakazu exploded as there was a hole in his chest. What? But how? His 4 hearts were damaged. Only 1 original heart remained. Damn it, I'm down to 4 hearts with a single blast. Leave the Biju alone, or you will die. We are immortals. We cannot be killed. Shut up, Naruto said as he blasted Hidan's face, who was now in splatters, thanks to the energy beam. For the first time, I'm happy that I'm being a guinea pig and the test subject for my Nesan. As Naruto landed, what he didn't knew was that it was being played live in front of Konoha's council chambers to show Anya's test subject. Finally, success! I was able to create the perfect armor. This is quite a useful handy weapon, as the shinobis were terrified alongside the civilians who were watching this. The weapons of this level were mass destructive, and these humans, even if they didn't have any chakra, were able to kill S-rank shinobis like they were nothing, blasting faces with single blast out of their hand. They are quite powerful. It will be good if we make them allies and not our enemies. As Naruto landed near the girl as he disabled his armor, and unknown to all of them, the Rookie 11 were watching this as well. That's so cool, said Menma. Oh man, I wish I had one, said Kiba. That is quite interesting. I need that power to kill him. Shut the fuck up, Sasuke, said Menma. As Sasuke frowned, but looked nonetheless towards Naruto, as Mito also had stars in her eyes as he gritted his teeth. Shit, I should get my head straight, or otherwise Mito might hate it. As Naruto on the other side was having fun, as he woke up the huge Nekomata, as she was still in her Biju mode. Why have you helped me? And who are you, metal boy? As the armor turned off to reveal Naruto, as Matatabe was quite surprised. Well, it's a long story, but I guess you can say that I'm here to save you. Or, you're kind. What do you mean by that? Shikaku the Ichibi was targeted yesterday by 2 of these people through the same organization. I don't know why, but they are after all 9 of you. And there is a connection. Why would they want all of you there? To revive the 10 tails, Matatabe said. What? There's a 10th one? Yes. Originally there was only one Biju. His name was the 10 tails, or Shinju. He was a corrupted Biju and the weapon of mass destruction. Our father, the sage of the 6th path. Have you heard about him? Yes, I have. When I read the history books, he was the one who distributed the ninshu, but it was turned into ninjutsu by the newer generations and it was passed on since then. Yes. And he was the one who separated us from him, making us who we are now, as sentient beings, but we are now used as chakra batteries by the village, seen as properties, nothing else. I apologize, but I cannot intervene in that matter. I will try to change their outlook, but I hardly doubt they will believe them. I know. No matter how hard we try, they will never listen to us or our Bijus. They just see us as chakra batteries and weapons and their properties, nothing else. I apologize on their behalf though. But what will happen if the 10 tails is revived? Why do they want to revive it? I do not know that, but it will bore a fruit called as chakra fruit. The fruit is said to be so strong that it will grant immortality and the power of the goddess, a power above the sage of the 6 paths. But it comes at a cost, doesn't it? Naruto said. Yes, you are quite clever. There's always a catch when a power of this level and capacity is involved. What is the catch then? Naruto said. The catch is that you will be corrupted and consumed by the rabbit goddess, the true owner and heir to the chakra, Kaguya Otsutsuki, who is still sealed inside the moon by her own sons, the sage of the 6th path, Hagoromo Otsutsuki and Hamura Otsutsuki. So you mean that it is all just a hoax to get ultimate power and bring peace or anything with that kind of power? It's just a weapon for destruction and get chakra back. Yes. Thank you. I see that the shinobis are here. I will be leaving then. As Naruto disappeared after wearing armor, as Yuki and the others arrived. As They looked towards Matatabe, who was silent, and she turned back to Yujito. What happened? They're dead. You don't have to worry about them. Oh my god. Ugh. Who did this? This guy's brain is splattered everywhere. She said, looking at Hidan's remains. As for Kakazu, he wasn't even able to be identified. Unknown to them, one figure was watching them. Naruto knew who it was. It was Zetsu. As he was about to retreat and arrived near a person who was far away from there, Naruto landed behind them. So Zetsu, have you able to find out what's going on and why our teammates are dying? Yes, I was. Well, it is because of me, as both of them got alert and looked behind to see armor flying as the mask unveiled to reveal Naruto. Surprise? Because I'm the one who you threw in that dimension. Thanks to you, I'm here. Toby, or should I say Obito, Uchiha. I took the liberty of doing all the tests and facial recognition from my village records, and what do I find? You are still alive and behind the Uchiha clan massacre and my kidnapping. Well, it is thanks to you that I am this strong now. So I don't know. What should I do? Kill you or be thankful to you? As Toby gritted his teeth, or Obito now. You're just a stone in my path that I will kick away and make my road clear. There is no road ahead. It's a dead end. Isn't it right, Zetsu? Kaguya Akatsuki. Name rings a bell? As Zetsu lunged at Naruto. As Naruto stopped him through a force field and captured him in that said force field turning into a ball. As Black Zetsu was the only thing left as White turned into a tree. As Obito then looked surprised. What do you mean? He was now sure that something was up because Zetsu attacked him, lunging at him. Don't listen to his words, Obito. He can't hear you, Zetsu. I'll show you something interesting. Do you want to know why the 9 Bijus are needed and the 10 tails needs to be revived? It will bear a fruit, the chakra fruit that will grant you a power of the sage of the 6 paths, but at a cost. These type of powers always comes at a cost. There is a catch. Did you ask what that catch was? No. That catch is that you will be consumed for any wish by Kaguya, who will not only destroy your wish but take away the chakra back, killing this planet as a whole, and everyone who lives within it. Who is Kaguya? Kaguya or Tsuzuki is the being that is sealed inside Moon, and from the looks of it, this being is her creation as well, the way he acts in order to protect her. Is this true, Zetsu? You're nothing more than a piece of history that I created. I will just erase it and create more. There are more people like Obito and much more greater than him that can be molded into the one I desire to be molded into. A sacrifice who will be able to lay down his life for my mother. See? Crystal crush, as Zetsu was crushed from within, being destroyed for once and for all. But he wasn't free, as the crystal was still sealed, as Naruto placed another crystal over it, and another, and another. It was 80,000 layers of crystals. No matter how hard Zetsu tried, he couldn't break free. And then he buried it deep within near the core of the earth. It was impenetrable. Enjoy your prison, Zetsu, just like your mother. Now, Obito, what are you going to do? Before Naruto could say anything, Obito slit his throat and was now laying on the ground. Damn it, why are you doing this? This is the only way I can repent. I have done many bad deeds and I was manipulated in the end. Kill Orochimaru and the rest of them were not redeemable. Thank you, Naruto. That is all I ask, said Obito before passing away, and Naruto gave him a burial with an unmarked grave as he flew towards Akatsuki doorsteps and entered through it, bursting through the ceiling. As Pain then said as they were in a meeting, "Who dares? I do," said Naruto, revealing his face as everyone was quite shocked to see him. What are you doing here, Naruto? Uzumaki no Mikaze. I'm here because the betrayal of Zetsu is revealed and Toby Obito is dead. You killed him, didn't you? No, he slit his throat. I have recording proof of it. It is a camera recording, nothing is changed or tampered with, and it's not a genjutsu, I can make you sure of that. So, after watching the video, damn it, we were being played by him. And I don't sense any life from you. I guess go back to killing it, that is. Before Kisame could say anything, his head blasted with a laser blast, as his remains were there. No, I don't think so. Are you going to fight us all? No. I have only killed those who are not redeemable. Itachi, you were betrayed. You can still return. As for you two, you can start anew. I know that it will be hard, but you have to turn over a new leaf. You have a great power, but it will cost you the whole world. Is this how you want to bring peace? If you so much preach about peace and pain, you will bring not only pain but destruction this time as well. Nagato, how do you know my name? I have done some research and background checks on all of you after finding out who your identities was. And I found out that you were the one who started the Akatsuki, or your friend Yahiko was, the body you're controlling. As Tendo now. You have done your research, haven't you? All of it. Yes, I have. 7 parts of chakra and parts of the sage. You have it through the Rinnegan, his eyes. Now that you call it the pain parts. Yes, that is their name. Quite tacky if you ask me. Oh well. See you later. Naruto disappeared after doing that, as he arrived back to his home village to see that Eva has declared war upon them alongside Kiri. Oh boy, here we go. As 1 month was peaceful as Naruto and Ino had become fiancés, Ino was quite worried about the whole war, and Anya and her family has went back to her dimension as Naruto was standing in front of all of them, single-handedly. They sent a single person there. They're cowards. All of them are. Leave or you might all suffer, Naruto said through a microphone, enhancing it so everyone could hear it. As Oniki flew alongside with Mei in front of them. Yagura. In this dimension, Yagura was able to win and kill all of them. Do you think we fear you, boy? Still in Genjutsu, I guess. As Naruto then said, well, your funeral. Summoning. Let's make this quite memorable. Jets, as 18 jets arrived, all with nuclear bombs. Charge, as Naruto's Shadow Clone were flying them, as 8 nuclear bombs, Fat Boy, were dropped, erasing each and every one of them from the existence. There was nothing left there. All of them were laid to waste. 2 whole villages were turned into ashes. As Naruto returned after summoning back everything, as he was placed in the bingo book as 99S rank plus still ongoing rank shinobi. Threat, Harbinger, Deathbringer, Destruction Bringer, Destroyer of the 2 villages, the Destroyer. Caution, if you see him, pray that he kills you mercilessly. Not to make an example out of you like Eva and Kiri. There were now only 3 powers. 4 powers actually. Naruto, Konoha, Suna, and Kumo. And Taki as well now. While the rest of the were just minor villages. And they also started to treat the Jinchuriki's love with love. Mainly Taki, because they knew they will be destroyed and made an example out of. The same way as Kiri and Eva have been made out of if they do anything wrong. As for Naruto, he finally married Ino. As for Sasuke, he married, well, Mito. And for Menma, he married Hinata. Every sibling was living happily and gave both of the families a lot of grandchildren. As Naruto visited these other adoptive parents' dimension as well, alongside his children and his family, they were quite surprised by how modernish it looked and how beautiful it was. And after traveling there and enjoying every city and country there, they returned after 1 year, and they were quite happy that they went on this trip. It was quite refreshing and quite enjoyable and memorable as well. Naruto was living, hopping from dimension to dimension, doing his spy work and his shinobi work as well. And continuing on his both families and his own with his wife Ino, who was also a spy now. As the world was at peace, both of them were. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.